Ahoy from Prague! I'm recording this. I've been in Prague about 4-5 days now, but I've had a free minute now to record videos what's happened the past few days because we've been jumping from orientations to Czech classes to everything running around. So I haven't had time to record videos, so now I'm going back to Wednesday. We landed in Prague on Wednesday, and so we flew from London to Prague. It's about an hour-and-a-half flight and an extra hour ahead, though time difference. So now London, it was 6 hours ahead. Back home where I'm from, Milwaukee, and now it's 7 hours ahead. So a little extra jump, which doesn't help with the jet lag. But I'm getting through it. I'm almost completely fine 7 days in. But yeah, so we hopped on a plane to Prague. Really simple, up and down flight. The bags made it, both my bags, which is great. I had a little incident in the security because it's a lot different than America. And the amount of liquids you can carry on is a tiny little bag, not like a quart bag in America, but this little bag, and he almost threw away some stuff, and I accidentally packed my toothpaste in that bag, so I had to have all my bags searched. I was like so stressed out, but it was fine. They just threw away the toothpaste. All my makeup came through. So that was the only thing, but the bags made it. Customs, it was a lot easier than London. No waiting, it was just through into Prague. And so we were picked up by the AIFS people, bussed over to our dorm. And the dorms are actually really nice. Not at all what I was really expecting, but I'll throw in towards the end of the video, I'll show you the dorms. But so that night we walked on a little where you are walk with the group. So we got to see where the grocery store is, the pharmacy, different restaurants around our dorm, the train stops, the metro stops, the tram stops, all around our dorm. And then we had a welcome dinner, which was my first taste of Czech cuisine, and it was amazing. I had a traditional Czech dish, beef goulash with bread dumplings, and I'll put in the snip of us trying it, but basically it tasted like Thanksgiving, all on one plate, which we were really excited about. But it was really good. It was incredible. So basically, this is the best thing ever. It tastes like Thanksgiving in a plate, and it's amazing. Would you agree? Is this amazing? It's Thanksgiving? Yep. It's Thanksgiving in a plate. This looks so good. Day 2 in Prague. Orientation day. 8 hours of fun.
These are beautiful views.
In the Czech hotel.
Like a prison. Or, yeah, prison.
It's a pretty prison. Second day of orientation was long. Okay, so that was Thursday. And Thursday was the first day we had our Czech class. So basically we did our AIFS orientation, so we had to walk to the main building of Charles University where I'm studying. And so I'll show little clips of us walking through there, through Prague on our first day, which is really, we were all just so excited. It was so different than London, and so it's not as busy. The public transportation is a lot easier to use, and it's just a different kind of feel than London, and so it was really great to just showcase that while we're walking. And then together after, we had a break between our orientations before our Czech class, because we have an AIFS meeting, which is the group I came with, and an ECES meeting, which is the Charles University Foreign Exchange Student Program. So we're kind of part of 2 programs. And so we had 2 different orientations that same morning, where we got our ID cards, which I can show you my ID card. Okay, we got our ID cards. It'll focus. And then we also got our Metro Pass. So this can be used on bus, tram, or metro. And I'll talk about how the metro works here because it's very different than America. But yeah, so we got all those. And then at night, so we went to lunch then, a bunch of us before, so I'll show those clips here. So we are at our first restaurant cafe getting lunch, and look at all the delicious food. We have goulash, Czech cheese. You said that 3 times fast. Czech cheese.
More goulash.
More goulash and schnitzel. And it looks amazing, and beautiful coffee. So excited. And also after lunch there was a cathedral right near it, so we went inside and just looked around the church. And it's interesting because around 90% of the population here in Czech Republic of Prague are atheists. So, but they still have all these beautiful cathedrals and churches because of the history, and they don't tear them down because they're protected under UNESCO. So they're World Heritage Sites, a lot of them, and they're incredible. And then there's also, the doors here are different than America. When we pull, they push, and vice versa. So we've had some struggles with doors.
Alright, so apparently Europe does not care about fires and we're all gonna get trapped when running out of a building. Because we have done this at least 5 times. Oh look, there's
you pull it.
Petra does this all the time.
All the time.
All the time. All the time.
And I forget to bring water, so I have to buy a giant one because I'm so dehydrated all the time.
So in Europe, bring water bottles. The
Don't
cool
buy
kids are packing them.
So right across the way is the Charles Bridge, which is pretty amazing. Prague. How is this real life? How is this real life? I'm not really sure.
Paddle boating it up.
First day we had a 4-hour Czech class, a survival Czech language class, which was great because although a lot of people speak English here, they appreciate when you try and speak a little bit of Czech. And some people don't speak English, like in the grocery store, the checkout people, they speak Czech. And so you have to know the simple manner words, so that's what we learned. And I'll teach you a little bit. If you ever come to Czech, these are the words you need to know. The words you need to know. Dobrý den is basically good day, the formal, and ahoy is hey, hello, informal. Okay? So please, thank you, and I'm sorry. Please is prosím, always good to know. Thank you is děkuju, which is formal, or díky, which is thanks. And then I'm sorry, promite, which, you know, sometimes you just gotta be like, I'm sorry. And English is anglicky, so if you just say anglicky, you speak English. But in the Czech class, we kind of learned about how to order off a menu, you know, how to say, what's your name, how are you, stuff like that. Numbers, which are important. Jeden is 1, so when you're ordering, like, jeden kava, 1 coffee, prosím, please. So basically that. So we had our first 4 hours, the second day we were here on Thursday at night. And then after that, one of my friends was in that class, and so we met up with more people at the Charles Bridge. We are at Charles Bridge.
We made it!
We made it! To Charles Bridge, which is a famous bridge named after King Charles.
Nice.
And it's okay. It's gonna go really close to my face because I don't know how to vlog. But called Tridelnik or chimney cakes. Okay, there was a lot of hype about these things. I'm just gonna say they're not all worth the hype. They're good. The first one I had it's like a churro with Nutella on the inside. So it's good, but it's not like you need to get this if you go to the Czech Republic. They make cool pictures, as seen on my Instagram, but they're not incredible. So just forewarning. Floor, which is nice. The windows, they don't have screens, which is shocking because in America we have screens everywhere. but the windows here, you just open it up and you could fall right out, which is interesting. And bugs can fly in. And the blinds are very thin, and so in the morning at 5 a.m. the light is just streaming in. But it's fine. I mean, for a dorm, I was pleasantly surprised. The beds, long enough twin beds, obviously. There's a lot of storage for clothes, desks, lamps, and we're in a suite, so we connect. There's a little kitchen with a hot plate, a table, and a bathroom. But the bathroom is separated into a toilet, and then the other side is a shower. And the shower is small, but obviously it's a dorm shower. What do you expect? But it works. And you get hot water. What more could you want in a foreign country? So yeah, that was the first 2 days in Prague. They were full of jet lag, really tired, but incredible. This city, if I were to study abroad anywhere, I'm so thankful I found this place because it's incredible. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Ahoy!